What secrets does this city hold? Hey, namaskar everyone, how are you? Hopefully everybody's been doing fantastic. Listen, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. I hope you're gonna stick around. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. As always, welcome back means we are on another adventure. That also means that you're gonna know where we are and what we are doing. We are in Akron, Ohio. Of course, some people might call it Akron because every time they come out to Akron, it always rains. It's a little nickname for it. But yes, Akron, Ohio. Used to deliver out here for years. I love Akron out here. Nice college town. A lot of stuff to do out here in Akron. But Akron holds a lot of secrets, actually. There's a lot of secret places in Akron. Today we are going to look for one. Well, I'm going to show you one of the secrets that Akron holds. It's a mall that you might not known was here. And it was really booming. They really opened up. It was like kind of like a fresh new idea in the mid 70s. And it's right here, and that is what our adventure is today. Look over there, you can see the old Quaker Oats silos over there. I don't know what that is anymore. I think it might have been apartments at one time, and that actually used to be like there were stores in there too as well, but I think the university bought that years ago, so I haven't been there forever, so I don't even know what that looks like inside anymore. But hey, listen, if you're ready for today's adventure, learn more about what's going on today, I suggest you get off the couch, you get ready. Let's go. We are right here. Right here.
That is fantastic. Gotta go. Oh, shoot. Look at all of them. I think they're ready to kick my ass. Harden saliva. You're okay. You're okay. For watching my channel.
Jesus God, Mamma Mia, look what we got.
Shh. I said there's people still sleeping. Calm down. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. I told you she was afraid of bridges.
Do not. Stop it now.
That is the starting point of the trail. I guess. I don't know. You can start at the beginning or you can start at the end. I don't think it matters where you start at. But wherever you start, that's your starting point. Oh, shit. That's why I tell you, take a sip. History. Better Malanga.
Okay, so we know we are in Akron, Ohio, and I told you Akron has many secrets to it. A lot of cool things to do in Akron. Like I said, there's the old Quaker steak, or not Quaker steak, Quaker Oats silos over there. And I think that was it was apartments or was a hotel at one time. I know there was restaurants in there and like shopping in there and stuff like that. I don't know if it still goes on or not. It's been a long time since I've been there. The police station is right over here. Actually, if you go into the police station, you can go up there. They have a museum in there, and they will take you on a personal tour and show you. They have old artifacts like the first police call phone that's in there, some ammunition and guns and stuff they found from the past and stuff. It's really cool. It's a really good and again, I haven't done that for years and years. I still think that goes on to this day though. I think the museum is still there. There also is a skywalk. I'll show you when we get down there, but you see that little area right there with the glass? That's a skywalk, okay? And I haven't done it, but there will be a video at some point. You can walk from building to building to building all through downtown and not go outside. You can go into buildings. I mean, you're gonna have to switch floors and stuff like that. But if it was storming or raining, you can go to the other side of town by using these skywalks. There is a map for them. and it's kind of weird to follow because you do have to go to certain floors and stuff like that. But I think that'll be a fun video. I actually want to walk it before I do it so I know where I'm going. But that'll be fun. But the secret that we are going to find today that I'm going to show you is a mall here in Akron. Okay, and this is what it is right here. We're looking kind of down on it because those are skylights right there, and it just goes on. And that is, I think it's on the second floor, if I'm correct. Okay, and yeah, this is, yeah, it's all this complex because there's Chase Bank, that's part of it. Okay, and then it all really started with this building right here, and I want to say like 1976 is really when it started. A man named David Murdoch bought the property over here, and what it was supposed to be, it was this 19-story building, and it was for Ohio Edison. And we are on the corner of Main and Mill right now is what this section is. So Ohio Edison, it was a tower for Ohio Edison. I told you this is the Akron Center Mall. That happened, I think, like 2007, I want to say. But before that, this was known as the Orangerie Mall. Now, if you look at it, it looks like it would be Orangerie Mall. But the right way to say it is Orangerie Mall. Orangerie in France meant a climate-controlled shelter to grow orange trees. I told you, fresh idea. This was to simulate the atmosphere of France when you came in here to this mall that was going to be in here. It was going to be bubbling fountains. It was going to be the big skylights inside, brick floors. And yes, they did grow orange trees in here. They did grow. And when we get inside, I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But it's a weird way to get here, okay? You don't have to start where I am. I'm on the 6th floor. I came into the parking deck over here on the 6th floor just because I wanted to start up here and look over. You can park on the 4th floor of the parking deck, or you can park on the street. I was here on the weekends, so we're gonna end up we'll take the elevator, but yeah, we'll take the elevator down. But okay, yeah, you can park on the 4th floor, but and that gets you access to the 2nd floor is where you really have to go to get into the mall area. So here we are, 6th floor. We want to go to the 4th floor. It's confusing, so don't pay no mind to where I'm at right now. I started at the 6th floor. It's Monday, so it's a weekday. There's probably more people here than you're ever going to see. I've been here on a weekend. There's nobody here. You can't get into the building. Okay? So that being said, and I think, if I'm correct, we're going to go down this way. So this is actually where you could park. Okay? And we are on 4B, Cascade Plaza, this way. That's where we are headed. But yeah, like I said, on the weekends, this isn't open, so you can't get in. So again, it's Monday morning. We're gonna see how many people are actually here and show you this mall that you, again, might not have known that was even here. Feel that breeze, wow. Okay, yeah, man, that was cold. That was cold. My goodness. Okay. I'll walk out this way before we go in, but check this out. How cool is this, right? Look at this. Now, when you come to Akron, Akron is a big an art area because of the college. No matter where you go, look at that. That is really, really cool, right? So I'm gonna walk out here, but this is what I was talking about. This is one of those skywalks right here, okay? So you could take this, and maybe not just this one, but there's a certain area where you can start and walk from building, go up to a certain floor, go across a skywalk, go into that building, and you just take these skywalks all through town. But yeah, let's go to the end and I'll show you what the outside looks like. Because you can park on the street, and there's a front entrance out there that you can get into the mall area, or the plaza. I said that kind of fancy, didn't I? The plaza area. But yeah, you come out, oh man, man, that wind is crazy, wow. But yeah, come out here and got some sculptures out there, some other high rises. Got the little architecture up there, I like that, that's cool. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, so now let's actually start this venture into the mall. Like I said, this was late 70s. I think 1976 this started. I told you David Murdoch bought this property. It's kind of it was supposed to be like a new thing, you know, for malls. It was, you know, especially for Akron. And again, it was built for, you know, Ohio Edison at the time, 19 stories. And, you know, before Akron Center, it was the Orangerie Mall. Yeah, look at that architecture right there. And I think some of the stores that used to be in here, I mean, there was travel services, banks, jewelers, stockbrokers. I think Adolph Optical Center was in here. Picture Island, and McDonald's. McDonald's was actually down here, and I don't know exactly where McDonald's would have been. I don't know if it would have been over here or like on the other side, but it was like one of the, just the way it was built, like the architecture and stuff that was inside, it was like a one-of-a-kind McDonald's. Was totally different than anything else here. But they used to, and I told you, they used to have orange trees actually growing in here. But yeah, check that out, right? When you walk through Akron, you'll see, even in the children's hospital, it's just all the different things, the skylights. Okay, so revolving door. Let's see if this is working. Oh snap! Oh snap! Okay, here we go. Oh, it's warm in here. It is warm in here. Okay. Yeah, it does. So we got the brick. Look, more art, more architecture, more art. Look at this. Kind of reminds me of the hospital a little bit. The hospital has like fun stuff in it though, because of the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, this is wild. Now it's almost like a library. It's almost like a library in here. It's so dang quiet. Now there are people here, but it's like really quiet in here. You could hear footsteps, like you hear the echo. It's weird. It's weird, but there used to be a lot of stores in here. But it is clean. Like it's super clean in here. Now I wonder if this used to be, maybe not. Don't it seem like there might have been like water in here at one time? Like a little pool or something? Looks like it would have been a little pool. Now, the first thing you're gonna notice, I told you like this was supposed to be the atmosphere of France in here, right? Look at it, with the brick. But check this brick out. Have you ever seen such glossy dang brick, right? The brick in here, it's so blinding, okay? It's so glossy. It's so clean. It's crazy. Look at that sheen on that brick. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, look how it's like really clean in here. Which, you know, I'm not saying it should be dirty, because it's not abandoned. It's not an abandoned mall. It's still here, but there's nobody here anymore, you know what I mean? I actually think there's three stores in here, or three things. I think there's a bank, like Chase Bank is in here. I think there's a catering company. Yeah, we'll come in here and we'll see we'll see what's left. But yeah, check this out, and you can see that. You can see the high rise outside there. Got some plants. Of course, I don't think these are real. Of course, those aren't real. I don't even know. Yeah, those are real. Those are real. Yeah, they are real, because here's another leaf. Look at that. Yeah, there's a bunch of leaves coming up, so these are all real. The other big ones are not. First Energy. It's really nice though, right? Look at this. And it's so quiet. It's like super quiet in here. Savory Soups. So, you know, is that an actual something that's open? Like, you know what I mean? Or is that for like, when I see that, it reminds me of like a school kind of thing going on. Like that's where they, like if you were at the vocational school or something, that's where they come and they train and stuff like that. I don't know. But okay, so here, you see this gazebo right here. Okay, yeah, look at this floor, how crazy this floor is. It's insane. So I told you in 2007, they did like a revamp in here and everything, okay? So there used to be a fountain here, and they put the gazebo right here. So no more fountain, the gazebo. Got the skylight right over it. I do like this railing right here. That railing's pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah, I told you the whole like French theme back in the day is what they were going for. We'll walk down there and I'll show you the front out that way. Yeah, those are little bamboo. Is that real bamboo? I think that might be real. Snake plants, I don't think those are real. Maybe they are. Yeah, Pleasant Valley property management. Nice though, right? And it's a shame that nobody, you know, utilizes this anymore. Yeah, the hidden mall. Is this still? See what I'm talking about? Look at this. Like, it was another restaurant type thing. You know, back in the day, this was probably busy with people working downtown and stuff like that. But you can see, look, no one's using these anymore. It's empty in here. But it reminds me of like, and it's probably not, but it reminds me of like, again, if you were like in the vocational school and like you were in like cooking classes or whatever, a restaurant, but that these are those type of places that, you know, that would be. Yeah, in here it's just storage in here. And I know they used to use this too for like big banquets and stuff. And there again, they used to, when they first opened, they had the orange trees and stuff growing in here. They used to have like little games and stuff they used to play. They used to have, they used to like fill the fountains with a bunch of oranges, and they would have you guess how many oranges are in here. And the winner would get like a ski trip. And then people could take the oranges, how many ever the oranges, take them home. They did get rid of the orange trees because people were picking the fruits off the trees. So they did get rid of that. And I don't know how they grew here. It's kind of weird, but yeah, they used to do stuff like that here. And I think they used to have auctions. Now this was back, you know, early 80s, late 70s and stuff like that. Used to have auctions like for to donate to like MS and stuff like that. Signed soccer balls from Pele, photographs, John Travolta, ABBA, you know, albums autographed and stuff like that. But look at this. And it's so clean in here. It's so clean. It's weird because I've taken you to some abandoned malls. Thank God this isn't like that. You know, it's still usable. You know, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere anytime soon. But man, how neat would that be though to see this like bustling with people in here? You know, with the restaurants and stuff, but I don't know. Okay, here's some different things around the Akron. This is right outside at the roundabout. Inside here, that's that First Energy, that's where we are. This is the complex right here that we're in right now. Okay, Tameo's is still here somewhere. That is still here. Chase Bank obviously is still here. There's something else in here. I think there's only 3 or 4 things that are here, but here's a revolving thing of what's in here now. A night view. Huh. Yeah, nothing's in there. And you can see they have those little billboards that come out that would have had a sign of what was there. Nice little like bistro set up right here. Yeah, see this, man? There would have been, you know, something would have been here. And there's nothing here no more. Man. But look at the floor. Look at the dang floor. Where are we here? Ah, the downtown Akron. I'm surprised it doesn't say the Zips, you know, but yeah. Got the, oh boy, that was terrible. That was terrible. Threw that too far. It's all the slipperiness. There we go. I got it. Okay, okay. What are you doing?
I'm bad.
See. Oh man, okay. Whatever. But but yeah, look how nice this is, man. And is this a skylight here too? It is. Man, it's just crazy to see this. So I'm assuming most of this stuff in here were restaurants and food places. You know, we are downtown, so yeah, look at that. Okay, there's Tameo's. So let's just walk through this way. Let's walk down. It's a barber shop, barber and beauty salon. Ah, check this out, a mural. We love murals here. So that's pretty, I do like that. That's pretty cool. And then a mural story. So pause it and read it. I like that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, we know Chase Bank and we know Tameo's. Very cool. But look at the architecture over here, that building right there. I like the way that looks. I wonder if you could park, I don't know if you could park here or not. Man, look at this, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. Uh-oh, it says quiet, please. Class in session. But you know what? I don't think nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. Nobody is in there. Okay. Where are we here? Yeah, I'm gonna show you this whole area. Yeah, this whole floor. This whole floor. How crazy. So, that looks like it might have been Ernie's. So yeah, all food places. This is all food places. Yeah, see, I like that. Akron looks like a tag back there on the wall. It says Akron. That's pretty cool. So that would have been Ernie's Cake. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is one that, maybe they aren't there no more. I thought this one was open at one time. I think this was one that was open at one time. Maybe not. Yeah, see, they have the management, so there's another one. And there's the main. You could park out on the street and come in here if you wanted to. So there's Chase Bank. I was telling you there's one there's another open store. First Energy. So yeah, this is this part down here. So let's walk. And there's one more hallway. I think there's one more hallway that we can go down, but let's peer into some of these again. I do like that Akron tag in there. And I do like this bistro table. Bistro table's cool. Too bad these weren't real. Yeah, wonder why they have the fake plants, but then they have these as real. That's really weird to me. Yeah, see another section that was for food, I'm assuming. Another training room. So I think over there was another training room too. A little tile. It'd be nice if they had like a little tile right here for Akron. But yeah, you can get through the front. There's another skylight. So back in the day, if you would have been coming through here in the late 70s, early 80s, you would have seen a lot more people and orange trees. And there is Main Street out there. All right. All right, so yeah, that was pretty much the mall that you might not have known that was even here. So give it a check out next time you are in Akron, and you'll be amazed at the floor, though. The floors are crazy because they're just always, they're so glossy and clean. It's great. But yeah, just think there would have been a fountain right there. Not no more. All right, so that was this part. I think the bathrooms are down there. Are the bathrooms down there? Yeah. But yeah, so I guess you have to get a key for the restrooms. Restrooms are down there, so we will not be going to the restrooms today. But yeah, that was the Akron Center Mall. There's only, what, 3 businesses down here, 4 businesses that are still in here. But it would be cool to walk around and just see and just kind of think about what was through here at one time. So I'm gonna head back outside and I'll do a little outro for y'all and tell you again where exactly this is and how to get here if you wanted to come visit this place. But yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild in here. Okay, so that was the Akron Center Mall, or the Orangerie Mall. Of course, most people pronounce it Orangerie Mall. There is that guy with the tire. Could be Goodyear, could be Firestone. I don't know. I haven't went up there and seen the plaque, but that was what we seen inside. But yes, the Akron Center Mall. You might have not have known it was here. Of course, it's not hustling and bustling no more. There's only like 3 or 4 stores that are in there. But if you're in the Akron area, it's something to check out just for like nostalgic value of it. I think it's pretty cool if you know the background history of it. I think it's pretty cool. Again, weekdays you can get in there. Weekend, I don't even think they're open on the weekends. I know Sunday, no. So you're not gonna be able to get in there. But on the corner of Main and Mill, you can park at the parking deck. Free on the weekends. You have to pay for it, and there's a parking deck right out there. If you come here and you want to park in the parking deck, go to 4B. And that takes you right out to that door right there. You'll walk up here, you'll see this, and you'll see the revolving door. You walk in there, you go down the steps. You're on the second floor for the Akron Center Plaza Mall. But don't forget to check that out, and all the skylights. Maybe learn some French. I don't know. But yeah, that's the video for today. I'm glad I could share that with you. I think that was something pretty cool. I did meet a subscriber here, Mark. Hey, it's good running into you. I appreciate you stopping and talking. That was pretty awesome. Hopefully the picture came out good. And hopefully I see you again. And that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the channel, leave a comment. I do read every single comment. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel, watches it. And if you ever see me out in public, say hey. You know, say hi. I'll stop and talk to you, man. That's awesome. I like to hear what different people actually do after they watch a video. Do you go out and check that out? You know, do you read more about it, et cetera, et cetera. It's good, you know, meeting people out in the public like that, out in the wild. So that's it for today. And until I see you on the next adventure, wherever that may be, better Malenge.